What's a game that you absolutely love but is not well known? A game that you wish more people would know about? A game that has been lost to time? Or has it? Hello, you beautiful people, past, present, and future. My name is Claude, and today we are immersing ourselves in the expansive world of .hack. Focusing on two legendary sets of PS2 games, this made a big impression on me growing up, along with many other gamers out there. The Infection, Mutation, Outbreak, and Quarantine series known as IMOC, and the GU series, Rebirth, Reminisce, and Redemption. In this video, we'll unravel the distinctive qualities that make each set exceptional, shaping the legacy of .hack. Buckle up, hit that like button, and let's dive into the world. The foundation of the .hack series lies in the unique game-within-a-game concept. Picture this. You, as the player, enter the world for the first time. A fictional MMORPG that doesn't require an internet connection. The four games in the series, Infection, Mutation, Outbreak, and Quarantine, unfold within this digital realm. What sets them apart is its seamless transfer of characters and data between each installment. But here's the twist. Each game comes with an extra DVD containing an episode of .hack Illuminati, an original video animation series detailing events that occur simultaneously within the game's narrative. It's like getting a bonus episode with your favorite game. A narrative within a narrative, some would say. As players dive into the world, they control the on-screen character Kite with a third-person perspective, unlocking the option for a first-person mode as well. Though I don't really use this all too often, it is kind of awkward to play the game this way. The game goes beyond mere gameplay, offering a desktop interface where players can manage in-game emails, explore news, participate in message boards, and even customize desktop and background music. The unique data flag system allows players to transfer their character and party members seamlessly to the next game, creating a continuous evolving storyline as well as preserving the progress that you've made in the previous entries. So all that gear that you gained over in the first game, you can transfer to the second, and same with the second to the third and third to the fourth. Let's dive into the gameplay dynamics of IMOC. The series stands as a testament to the action roleplay genre, where players attacking enemies in real time within the immersive world of, well, the world. Combat is seamlessly integrating, pausing only when players open the menu to cast magic, use items, or perform skills. Kite, the player's character, is directly controlled while the others are navigated through AI. The unique ability called Data Drain adds a strategic layer, allowing players to transform enemies entirely into level 1 monsters, while also obtaining items from them, some of which could be rare items. However, with great power comes great responsibility. The use of Data Drain raises Kite's infection level, introducing an unpredictable side effect, like inflicting a status effect, getting a temporary bonus, or even reducing the amount of experience you gain. There's a real risk versus reward with Data Drain. Do you use Data Drain to try to get that extra fire score to progress the story, or do you hold off on that so that way you're not going to get yourself a game over by the time you get there? Beyond combat, .hack introduces non-combat root towns, a safe haven for players to restock items, buy equipment, and socialize. The inclusion of grunties, pig-like creatures that players can raise and even race for prizes, adds a whimsical touch to the game's rich tapestry. The Chaos Gate serves as a portal for players to travel between towns and access fields and dungeons where battles unfold. The innovative 3-word password system controls the characteristics of each area, ensuring a dynamic and ever-changing gameplay experience. That being said, the game really hasn't aged very well. The visuals, though unique and provide a variety of different environments, also feel empty. There are several locations in the game, but you will never find another player as you're going through these fields and dungeons. Many people in the .hack community have been begging Bandai to greenlight a remake of IMOC for years, and it really is a shame because there's a lot here that can be worked on. There's a lot here that can be touched up, which they sort of done with this next entry. .hack GU introduces a fresh narrative, shifting focus to a new protagonist named Haseo, his quest for vengeance against Triage. The player responsible for putting his friend Shino into a real-life coma set the stage for a gripping storyline. The addition of Ida, a mysterious computer anomaly, adds layers of complexity as players unravel the mysteries behind the comas and the enigmatic triage. While the story unfolds in-game, B-Train's .hack roots gives us a glimpse into Haseo's initial days within the world, a narrative that expands further with manga, light novels, and a CGI film offering fans a comprehensive dive into the GU universe. Critically, the reception of .hack GU has been a mixed bag. The 2017 remaster, .hack GU Last Recode, marked a significant milestone. Released for PS4 and PC, as well as later on on Nintendo Switch, 5 years later. Despite some criticism for lackluster dungeon variety, the remaster garnered more praise than the original release. And honestly, it does a lot of good here. The game is much faster, the game is much more smoother to play, and it's been released on, like I said, many different consoles now, and it's all time going on sale for $5. A 60-hour gameplay experience for $5. A fantastic story. Honestly, if you have an opportunity to get it, I would highly recommend that you do. So why would I recommend this game? Graphically and technology, .hack GU represents a leap forward from its predecessor. The darker, more mature setting, coupled with improved visuals, creates an immersive experience that resonates with players. The players will control Haseo directly, connecting combos with the other AI party members, and adding more depth to the combat system overall. One standout feature is the skill trigger, accessible through weapons, enabling Haseo to unleash powerful attacks during combat. And if your opponent is hit a certain number of times in a combo, you can perform something that is called a Rengeki, which is a critical attack that deals more damage to the enemy with that skill. Walls are erected during combat to prevent an easy escape, intensifying the challenge. Bandai sweetened the deal with a terminal disc, enhancing the special edition of Rebirth. This extra content delves deeper into the franchise's backstory, bridging the gap between the two game series and leaving fans hungry for more. And honestly, yeah, the terminal disc is nice, but it doesn't really replace IMOC, so to speak. It does recap the first 4 games just fine through a third-person perspective, but it's not one of those things where, you know, you can just experience it for yourself. And that's a real shame. Like, if IMOC were released now with updated visuals to go along with .hack GU, then it would complement both games in its entirety, because it's more like one continuous story, but you don't necessarily need to have both in order to understand what's going on. So why isn't .hack around anymore? IMOC stormed the game in sea, boasting a whopping 1 million units sold in Japan and the United States. By March 2004, the sales tally had surpassed 1.73 million. As the series evolved with .hack GU, the numbers continued to climb. The combined sales of the original .hack series and the GU trilogy soared past the 3 million mark, marking a new zenith for the franchise. Last Recode continued to carry the torch, selling 300,000 more copies worldwide. These impressive figures not only reflect the series' widespread popularity, but also the enduring love of the gaming community for the rich narrative and the immersive worlds created by CyberConnect 2. With this in mind, we must acknowledge that despite the enduring impact of IMOC and GU, the series isn't as prevalent today. The gaming landscape has evolved, and CyberConnect 2, the creative force behind .hack, has diverted its projects. Resources have been allocated to other successful ventures, leaving .hack on a hiatus. Some say a permanent one. Japan has received various games, genres, and merchandise over the years since GU's initial release. The rest of the world, however, would not receive anything .hack related until Last Recode. Link, Versus, and OVAs were never released outside of Japan. Perhaps Bandai didn't think it was worth releasing versions of these bits of medias at the time. It's a real shame, because many people, like myself included, want more .hack content. Like, we want to see how the story progresses. Additionally, .hack is a niche within the gaming world. While it does have a dedicated fan base, the series faces challenges in maintaining mainstream appeal as gaming preferences evolved. The market hungered for different experiences, and .hack, with his story-driven approach, struggled to stay at the forefront. Despite the lack of content, the impact and legacy of .hack is undeniable. IMOC and GU have left an indelible mark on the gaming community. showcasing the power of narrative-driven experiences. Whether traversing through the world of Kites or navigating the complexity of the world R2 with Haseo, .hack provided a unique and unforgettable journey throughout these digital realms. As we reflect on these gaming gems, the epic battles, the unique gameplay mechanics, and a memorable story, we will always hold a special place in our hearts for .hack. Before I close out the video, I want to shout out some creators within the community that are making unique content and showcase their love for the series. First, let me go ahead and shout out Kaze Trigger. Him and his team have been translating .hack Link into English for years. We're talking like maybe 12 years, I think it is, and like these guys have been putting in a lot of hard work to translate this story for us English speakers. The 2.0 version of this translation was just released the other day as of recording this video. So if you're looking to try out .hack Link with English subtitles, then I would highly recommend you checking these guys out. The next person I want to shout out is Ellen. Now, I talked about her in my Ellie video a little bit, but she's a fantastic artist that has been continuing the story of the GU protagonist Haseo and one of the other characters, Adley, and their stories and their connections outside of the world. So if you want to see a continuation of that, go ahead and check her out. It's fantastic work. And the last person I want to talk about is, of course, the .hack historian, .hack Network. This guy has been putting in a lot of work within the .hack series, having almost 700 videos talking about .hack, the various medias, the various merchandise. If you want to know anything about .hack, this is the guy to go to. And his server is filled with so many fantastic people, and even more artists that I did not even... Artists and translators, different types of creators. Like, if you just head to his Discord, you will find everything and anything .hack. Dude, you're amazing. Keep up the good work. If you haven't already, give this guy a follow. And I would say, for every other person that I did not mention in this video, I'll have it scrolled somewhere around here. But for now, this is where we're going to end it for tonight. I want to thank you all for taking this journey with me and this experience through .hack. I have more .hack content coming in the future. It's a slow process, but I am working on several projects that some of you may already know about. But I'll get into that another time. I hope all of you stay classy, stay beautiful, but most importantly, have yourselves a good night.